Good morning. Good morning. I hope I don't get flagged for my drinking receptacle this morning. I am not. Um, I'm not swinging bourbon at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's just water and cherry juice. But like, I realized when I put it in here, I'm like, this looks just like it looks just like bourbon. But I'm like hyper fixating on the shape of this bottle. It helps me drink water, so I'm just gonna ride that out for as long as I can. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, let me do. How do I do this? Is do not disturb. Here we go. Sorry about that. Good morning. Hi, Marion. Hi, Tiff. No, I'm not worried about being super judged. I'm just worried about being kicked off of TikTok or something. Remember that one time? But we're doing it now. Cheers. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Valerie. All right. So, hi, good morning. It's only let me close that. It's only 10:02, so let's give people a few minutes to get on here. But how about that full moon, huh? It's just water with cherry juice. It's helping me stay hydrated this week. So, did I drink all the bourbon that was in there earlier in the week? Yes, 100%. But now it is water. Shadows and secrets. I hope everyone is having a better morning than I am. My dog rolled in shit and I had to give her a bath. Well, I'll tell you, um, I am like, I keep saying this to you guys, and like, I almost sent out an email yesterday with an energy update, but then I was like, ugh, I'm in such a mood. Like, let me not share this mood with you guys. I struggle with that sometimes because like the moods are real these days. Like, I don't know, like I'm so finished with this year. But then I'm like, don't spread your ick to everybody. So I didn't send anything out, but it's been a time. This morning, I woke up and I was in the bathroom, and the way that like you can kind of see, you see how that window is there. This is an old schoolhouse, so all the windows are exactly like that. So there's one right next to my toilet in my bathroom. So I was in there, doing bathroom things, and there's just like wham, a bird hits the window like hard, like so hard that like my heart just like jumped into my mouth. And I was like, fuck. So I tried to look down the window, but I couldn't see anything outside. So I went outside to go see what, if the bird was still there, like what had happened. And it was a woodpecker, a lady woodpecker, and she was stunned and she was just kind of laying there blinking at me. Um, but she didn't seem to be like having a broken neck, and she wasn't all like akimbo or anything. So I just left her there for a few minutes, and when I came back out, she was back in the tree. So I was glad, but like that that definitely kickstarted my heart this morning and a few other things. This week has been a lot of bullshit, and that's my professional opinion about it. I don't even really know what to tell you. Today's Friday, so it's been 1 week since I lost my kitty, and he's not back yet. He's not back in a new form yet, and I'm really missing him. I'm missing his energy um, a lot, and I feel like that's affecting me. But it's also like I don't know. There's a very unrelenting energy right now that feels like it's driving us in a direction, and some of us maybe have our heels dug in, or not even that for everybody. It's more just like we're really tired, and if everyone could just act right, that'd be great. So I don't really know, but we are moving. Um, we are moving through so many different energy portals right now that we start every week with like a different energy. It feels like so. If you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes and it changes. So at least we have that going. But it is. Let me see what this date is today. Okay, today is December 9th. Okay. We've got 20 days until the next channeling. And I want to talk about that for a second because I normally do channel twice a month on the full moon and the new moon. And it feels weird not to do that this time, but I've got clear marching orders not to. So I'm kind of in receive mode for the next 20 days and working on doing your guys's um, 2023 energy guides. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, I'm only doing 25 of them, but you can order them on my website. They're called the 2023 energy guides, and it'll give you energy support for the first 6 months of 2023. That's about as far as I can go as far as like reaching into energy. So I use your natal chart as well to kind of guide me as I'm tapping in. So if you want those before the new year, definitely order them. Again, there's only 25. I don't know how many are left right now, but I'm kind of just putting my energy into that. The 29th is our next channeling, and it's the last one of the year. And I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be pretty wild. If there's any particular questions you have, feel free to email those to me, hello@saramala.com, and I'll try to like weave them into that channeling session. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening. Also, no, we'll leave that alone. Okay, that's what's happening. So we are closed now for registration for the lifestyle membership. I'm super excited for everybody to get in it and to start working with you guys in January. You've got your first homework assignment. If you were interested in joining and you didn't get a chance this time, just apply. You can apply anytime, and I will be opening up registration again in March for the next 3 months. So we're ready. Let's get cracking on these cards. Today we're going to do birds. If this is your first time being here with us, welcome. It's Coffee&Magic. We're going to do some sensory card pulls. I'm going to give you 3 birds. You choose the bird you feel most aligned with this morning, and I will be pulling from my Wisdom of Babylon Oracle deck. Good morning, Christine. Oh my God, do you know what I forgot to do? Back up. I forgot to ask you about your numbers. How are you feeling today from 1 to 10? My goodness, I'm so sorry. So rude of me. 1 to 10. How's your energy today? And thank you, Kate. Ooh, Rachel's an 8. That's amazing. Ooh, Valerie's an 8 too. Got a 7, a 6. Nicole's a 4. What's wrong, babe? Kate's an 8. Vera's a 3. Hi, Audrey. Audrey's a 7. Uh-oh. Still sick over there, Anna. Got a lot of 6s. Another 8. Good morning, Arlene. Fluctuating low to high to low to high. Oh, okay. All right. Valerie definitely feels an energy shift this morning. Nicole's just wiped out. Yeah, I hear you on that. I haven't been sleeping well either. I don't know if you guys haven't been sleeping well, but like I'm tired all the time and like sleep doesn't seem to be recharging me at all. Some bullshit. All right, let me give you the 3 birds for this morning. Obviously, the first one is going to be a woodpecker, a red-headed woodpecker. The second one is going to be a blue jay. And the third one is a canary. Woodpecker, blue jay, canary. Which bird are you feeling today? I feel that too, Janelle. It's that time of the year. So just drop your choices in the comments. You're choosing from woodpecker, blue jay, or canary, like whatever bird pops for you this morning. If none really resonate, that's okay. Just kind of sit back and listen to all three, and you can just kind of pick which one has a message that feels like it's for you. You can play that way. It's water. I don't even know what to tell you about it. It's just like sometimes, like I haven't been drinking water and I just need, like, I need assistance to drink water. I just am the worst. And every once in a while, some new vessel will come into my life and be like, look, drink water. I mean, it's amazing. And this bourbon bottle is really doing it for me. Like, there's a little bit of cherry juice in there and water, and it is just really doing it for me. And I can drink like this whole I'm gonna drink this whole bottle of bourbon water during Coffee and Magic, I swear to you. And it's gonna be totally fine. It's gonna be amazing. And I'm gonna be hydrated today. So I'm learning how I'm learning how to work with me, and what a blessing. Um, Good morning, good morning. If you're just joining, I haven't started yet. You're choosing from woodpecker, canary, or blue jay. Thank you, 13 carats, 13. Thank you, Tiff. Just is so proud. Join me for more tips and tricks on how to biohack your life so that you can actually drink some water. All right. I am shuffling these cards, and exactly. Cherry juice, bourbonish water. Yes. There's no bourbon in it anymore, Arlene. I finished the bourbon earlier this week. So thank you, Kate. Kate says it's absolutely genius, and I agree, honestly. Now if I can just figure out a hack to no, the choices are not cherry juice, bourbon, and water, although next time the choices are woodpecker, blue jay, or canary. Woodpecker, blue jay, or canary. Or whatever. All right, let's get this show on the road. All right. So the first one is going to be woodpecker. So is everybody all selected? Did you do your selection? Okay. Yeah, bourbon's going to be like a special fourth secret option. And it won't be any cards. I'll just yell at you. Okay. Anyway, whenever you're ready, just let me know. I'm sorry for those of you who have misophonia. But I'm getting so hydrated. Okay. All right. Everybody says they're ready. All right. So this is your woodpecker. Woodpecker, blue jay, and canary are your choices. And off we go. So you've got the novice, the king, and the water fairy. Let's see what your story is this morning. My goodness gracious. All right. All right. All right, my woodpecker friends. So, new beginnings. This is the Fool. If you were to, put this in a tarot deck, this would be the Fool. This is like embarking on a brand new journey, starting a new adventure, It's unstable, it's curious, it, doesn't know everything yet. It's like a colt on wobbly legs just getting its footing. This is an energy. So it's interesting how this is coming through because it's like you're not fully in that energy yet, and it's a little awkward because you're not, which it is an awkward energy, but it's more awkward because you're not letting yourself just like go into it. And the reason you're not letting yourself go into it is because the energy you're coming from is a mature energy. It's coming from a place of like really understanding your landscape and how to navigate, having firm footing, like fully muscle, like muscle development, all of those things. So you feel like you're already like a grown up. So why would you like then fully step into something that makes you feel like you're a child again, right? Like you're just brand new here. This is for you to sort out because you're limboing pretty hard, and unfortunately, or fortunately, actually, let's just say fortunately, you really can't take that grown-up self into this new adventure because it's done. That's all. You're done. You're ready to like lean into the new stuff. You just have to let go of that, like it's almost a perfectionist energy that says like, well, I have to be good at everything. I have to be like, when I start something, I have to be very good at it, otherwise it must not be for me. Not really, because there's another thing happening here. Water fairy's here to talk to you about your emotions, your feelings. In this new iteration of self, where you feel awkward, unstable, brand new, and, just kind of like, what do I do here? Your navigation system is going to be your emotions. And in your previous iteration, where you're already matured and sophisticated into, that was not the case. It was a very mind led space. So this is a lot. And I think we should just like all have a moment of silence for how hard this is, because it is a complete and utter, like down to the cellular space, reprogramming of how you do life. You're basically going against all of your brain training and jumping into that heart space and asking yourself a question that you may not really have any practice asking, which is, how do you feel about this? And how do you want? A lot of you, especially if you chose woodpecker immediately, are moving from a space of constantly asking how other people feel before you decide what you're doing, and basing your actions off of how others react to it or might feel, into a space where you're now asking you how you feel. And that is awkward as fuck. Okay? But it's the space you're in now. Okay? That's what we're leaning into. How do you feel? What do you want? You know? You also have the king energy, and the king energy is here to give you confidence. Give you that like, it almost like just give you the audacity of a man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've all met them. It's like, where do you get that confidence from? Well, just take a little bit of that, take a little bit of that male confidence that you just blows your mind, and just go with it. Just say, you know what? I'm amazing. I'm here. What a gift. Let's go. It's just a little bit of that, not all of it, obviously, but bringing some of that, like that pep back into you, like that a little, that cockiness, like step into the room. It's a little bit of Leo energy actually that is being offered to you at this time. And yeah, we're tired, but come on, let's go, because on the other side of this is much more fun. Even though we're a little awkward and not, sophisticated in the way we move through this, we're all in that space together. We're all brand new babies together, learning how to ask ourselves how we feel and how to navigate this world, right? So that's your woodpecker. That's your woodpecker. Oh God. All right. If you're just joining us, that was the first pull. So you've got two more to go. You're choosing from birds this morning. So the next one is blue jay, and then we have canary. So if you're just joining, maybe choose from one of those. Okay. Blue jay or canary. I'm shuffling for blue jay now. Do you like that, Arlene? This is me embracing that new energy, I suppose. Like I said, I do feel better when I'm hydrated. It's amazing. You know, being fed, being hydrated, amazing. When does spirit ever play around, Beth, right? All right. The next one is Blue Jay. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll let you know when I'm ready. It's this way. I mean, it's a whiskey bottle. It's a whiskey bottle. I should have just like not said anything to you guys and just ignored all of your questions and just drank it and just let you think that. Next time. Next time. Ooh. All right. That's right. I'm not messing around this morning. All right, Blue Jays coming at you. It was a really intense ringing of my ears just now. Yes, I did. Okay. So, this is your Blue Jay message, and I just have to say, look who's back again. This is, I mean, this kind of makes me laugh because, and then we have focus, and then we have the high priestess. So similar message, but a little twist for my Blue Jay friends. So again, here we are. Brand new journey, all of the awkwardness, all of the newness, just like we just talked about. Again, this has the energy of the Fool card. It's a brand new beginning. You're not steady. It's awkward. You are a little bit of a perfectionist probably and wish that when you started something you were just perfect at it, and this card is saying like that's not how it goes. But here's the other thing for my Blue Jay people that is actually very specific. So while yes, we're all starting to navigate the world in a brand new way, which is heart led as opposed to brain led, this particular message is real specific for you. There is, in addition to that, like overall brand new journey, there's another brand new journey that you're embarking on. And it has to do with, let's see if I can find the right words for this. Like the original words that we would use in the before times would be career, your work. Okay. You're stepping into a new way of interacting with the energy of sustenance, okay? And I'm using sustenance because I'm trying to find new words for things. I would have said money before, like making a living, but I don't like any of those words right now. Like they just don't feel right. But for my Blue Jay people, you're re-examining how you interact with being in that space, with how you make your living, with how you express your gifts out into the world, with how you, yeah, with how you do that, with how you show up. And you're being asked to really focus in on something because there's a lot of distractions right now, but there is something that is kept coming up over and over and over and over again. And what's getting in the way of this? Like what's making you, miss the forest for the trees, for lack of a better term? What is it? It's lack mentality. Okay? It's the idea that there isn't enough to go around. There is like finite resources here, and there's too many hands in the pot. You may feel like you had an idea and now it's not original anymore. You may feel like there's too many people doing what you think you want to be doing, and it makes you feel kind of small and grouchy and just like, you know. And the thing you need to remember here, the thing you need to remember here is it honestly doesn't matter what you do. It just doesn't, because it's you that matters. So you could do anything magically. Any job in the whole world would be made better, would be made into a vehicle of your own specific magic and energy because of the intention you put into it. Nobody else is you, and that's on purpose. So there is no competition because that would mean that somebody's competing to be you. And how could they possibly? Like, no one. It's hard to break out of that mentality. I struggle with this all the time. But it's necessary to keep trying to have the intention to break out of that. The lack mentality, the feeling that, there are too many hands in the pot, like too many people like you're not authentic, all those different things. Like, hey, that's not a real thing. There's nobody like you. And here's the catch, right? I feel like that's easy to say. It's easy to say. It's super easy to say. It's a little harder to live. But what is the work you're actually doing right now? Isn't the work you're actually doing meant to reveal the most authentic version of you? The one that's not lost in performance, the one that isn't people pleasing, the one that isn't just doing things because they think like this is the right thing I should be doing. As you hear your own self, as awkward as it may be, as you allow your own self to shine forth, the rest is, it just is what it is. It'll happen. It'll be great because it's you. The most authentic version of you is going to shine through. So that's what the focus really needs to be on. It's not really so much on like, okay, I need to do this new job and start this new career and like launch this business and da da da, whatever. The main thing is focusing on you and your growth at this time. All of the other things are going to fall into place. You know this. You know this. It's always happened. We get really caught up in the semantics of it, but it always happens. And you worrying about how it's going to happen doesn't change the timeline. Okay? So it's you time right now. It's you time. Focus on your own authenticity. Focus on your triggers. Focus on why do you think someone else doing something is threatening to you, right? All of that. And as you do that, everything's going to just fall into place. Just like that. Boom. Okay. So that is your Blue Jay message. Need to block that person. Remove. All right, last one is going to be Canary. Wait. Put user in timeout. Okay. I would love to have a session with you, Beth. Oh, yeah, that's right. I opened some sessions for next week if you would like to connect. 30-minute private sessions are open. Also, just a reminder, if it wasn't clear through my communications, no, it was actually YouTube. I have a limited amount of 2023 energy guides. The 2023 energy guides, you order them on my website, and I make a video just for you and give you insight for the next 6 months, for the first 6 months of 2023. And I use your natal chart for that. Included in that, in the 25 that I'm doing, you will get a ticket to the last channeling event of 2022, which is on the 29th. So as soon as you sign up for that, I pop you right in, and you don't have to be there live, but you will get the recording if you're not. So if that is of interest to you, you can go on my website and grab one of those. And like I said, readings are open next week. That's it. I haven't opened them for a while, and they will not be open again for a minute. So if you were looking to get some time, next week is the time. But if that's not accessible for you, grab a reading, grab the energy reading. I think you'll like that. That'll be fun. I'm glad you're here, David. Thank you. All right. Can you still get a reading without time of birth? Rachel, do you mean like a private session? And yes, absolutely. I need that for your natal chart, but you don't we don't have to use your natal chart for a session. All right. Yeah, they do. Every healer needs a healer, and that is a lesson that you will learn. Ah, all right. Okay. Are you ready for this one? This is canary. This is your canary. It's a different energy. Let me just take some more of my drink. I told you I was going to drink that whole thing, and I hope you are as impressed with me as I am with myself this morning, because that is 750 milliliters of hydration that I've just put into my body. So, how are we going to top that today? Let's see. Let's see what Canary has to say. Excuse me. All right. Dragon, Marion, Grail Knight, and the cow. Let's see what your story is. We've been getting the cow and the dragon for a minute now. Let's see if you're going to like this one, my canary people. So, okay. So we have like a little bit of a warning, a little bit of a hip check, and then we have some other stuff happening. So let's do the hip check first. I love those. This is the Grail Knight. Idealism, fantasy, seeing what you want to see, um, illusion. There is a place for that energy. It's creation energy, right? Like there is a balance to be found in illusion, in fantasy, um, and having that quest energy. It's an amazing tool. It's creation energy, but it needs a balance. And if you tip that balance, you fall into a space of delusion energy. And what does that mean? What is delusion energy? And why is it coming up for you today? There's something that you've been wanting in your life, is what this feels like. Something you've been wanting. It might be a specific kind of relationship, it might be a specific kind of job or way of life or whatever it is. And you have put yourself in a space of feeling like the attainment of this specific thing, of this way of being, of a relationship like XYZ, whatever it is the most important thing. And what has happened is that people will come into your life or situations will come into your life. And because that's all you want, it's all you see, you figure out some way to like include them into your story without first checking with them to see if that's their story too, right? And then what ends up happening? Major disappointment on the back end when you find out the players in your fantasy are not actually playing in your fantasy because they are sovereign beings living their own life, right? So it's really important for you right now to kind of take a seat and really reassess that. and to start looking at those who come into your life as more of a brand new adventure as opposed to the missing pieces to this massive puzzle that you've been trying to put together for a while now. You can't predict everything. You can't control everything. You can enjoy a lot of things though. And the closer you get to authenticity within yourself, the less you need this, carrot on a stick in front of you to drive you forward because you are the carrot and you're present with that. You don't have to chase anything. You don't have to chase yourself. You're right here. And the Grail Knight is here to kind of put an end on that chapter for you of constantly seeking and never finding, right? We've been a society of seekers that never find because that keeps us going in a specific direction. And there's a reason for that. If you've been told you just got to keep going along this path and then you're going to get what you want, and along that path, you are giving free labor and free energy towards somebody else's dream, wow, what a system for them, and how terrible for you because you're just rolling through your life giving away your energy and never reaching your goals. So it's time to really reassess what they are and to put yourself back in the present moment and to say, you know what? I'm allowed to be happy right now. I'm allowed to be happy with me. And the more happy with me I am, the less seeking I need to do. Okay? Now, you also have the cow and you also have the dragon. And the dragon's been coming up a lot because dragon's just really here to clear some shit, right? We're really putting some stuff out into the atmosphere right now with all of this healing and realizations and, inner work that we're doing. In addition, the collective is absolutely insane. I'm not spending time this morning talking about that. It's not the day for me, but like we will talk about that soon because collective is fucking crazy right now. But this is here to help you clear that energy. The cow is here to remind you that it is okay to receive. It's okay to ask for things. It's not only okay, if you don't ask, nobody knows what to give you. Okay? And I know sometimes we don't want to ask because then we'll be disappointed. Nobody gives it to us, but you're already disappointed that nobody's intuiting what you need, right? And giving it to you. So if you want something, please ask for it. And if you need help, please ask for it. And this is your Friday reminder that you have an amazing energetic support team that wants to work with you. But if you are not asking them specifically for help with things, there's a lot of things they can help you with. Okay? Because we are sovereign beings. We are not pawns on a chessboard that the gods are playing with or your higher self is just fucking around with. You are a sovereign being. Ask for help and work together instead of just throwing yourself at the mercy of whatever energies are there. Ask for help. And I am saying that because I forget it every day for the most part. So ask for help. Ask for guidance. Ask, and be grateful that you receive because you will every time. Okay? Kate says, I am the carrot. Yeah, I guess if we're taking anything from today, that would be it. You are the carrot. There is no seeking required. That is your canary message for this morning. All right. So, it's Friday. I hope you have a really good weekend. I am currently missing a soccer game. Are you guys watching soccer? We have quite an amazing game tomorrow at 10 a.m., which I will be watching. It's going to be, I think it's Portugal and Morocco, and I can't wait for that. So anyway, if you're watching soccer, if you're involved in that, enjoy this weekend. And yes, reminder, next week I have sessions open. And if sessions aren't feeling like the thing for you, but you would like to get some guidance for 2023, definitely grab one of the energy guides. And those energy guides include a ticket to the last channeling of the year, which is on December 29th. I love you. Thank you for being here with me this morning. If you've enjoyed, what helps me so much is if you like and share my things. That helps to kind of get me out into the internets, which is very helpful. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. See you Monday.